As if Daedra weren't enough. What was he thinking? You there! I'm a captain in the Westweald Legion, and I require your assistance. I was leading a patrol hunting Daedra when one of my own legionaries attacked me. An orc named Ulrath. Such traitorous behavior endangered us all. Since I'm injured, could you locate whatever remains of my squadron? For mercenary pay, of course. When the Daedra ambushed us and Ulrath turned on me, I ordered the patrol to take shelter in Fort Hastral, to the northwest. Any survivors should be there. I need to know what happened to Ulrath, and to my squad. Report back to me with any news. If you find my squadron, tell them that Captain Dartorius sent you. Order them to stay put at Fort Hastral, and wait for me to join them. I'll stay here until you tell me it's safe. If you run into Ulrath, be careful. He's a cold-blooded killer. You must be aware of the strange Daedra popping up all over Westweald. While the Legion is stretched thin, we're not helpless. My soldiers were patrolling this region when the very Daedra we were tracking turned the table on us. If I only knew. I was at the head of the patrol about to lead the Daedra away to give my legionaries a chance when Ulrath cut me down. That orc was always complaining, but to disobey a direct order? Probably upset I never gave him that promotion. He certainly thought so. Expected to be made a sergeant just because I had him performing those duties for the squad. For all I know, Ulrath was in league with these Daedra. It wouldn't surprise me. He's a tough, nasty orc who hates taking orders.
I'm with you.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Give him a fight.
So many dead. What a waste. Careful. I've lost a lot of comrades today, so I'm not in a trusting mood. Who are you and what do you want? What happened to the squad? She's what happened to the squad. She froze when we spotted the Daedra. Refused to give a coherent order. I stepped in and she went crazy. Commanded the squad to engage a massively superior force. Then she turned to flee. Not hardly. She led her soldiers into a slaughter and then ordered them to cover her retreat. I cut her down, then rallied the squad and headed for this keep. We fought a running battle. I'm all that's left. Now it's my word against an officer's. The only thing I can do... run. I'm no coward, and I don't want to be labeled a deserter, but what choice do I have? A captain's word carries more weight than lowly orc legionaries. A lot more. I wrote a report. Will you give it to the captain? Not that I owe you an explanation, but everything I said is true. I wrote it all down. My report to the Legion. I doubt the captain will pass it along, but at least my conscience is clear. As for me, tell her I died, or I'm a deserter. I don't care. I don't. Not anymore. But I used to idolize her. Did everything I could to help her lead our squadron. Once the fighting stopped and I had a moment, I composed my report to explain what happened here. I left it over there, but you can take it. I finally saw our captain's true face. She used to be a great leader. I would have followed her to oblivion and back. But lately, she's been struggling. I helped as I could, doing what a sergeant would do, even without the rank. Then, today happened. It's all in my report. Ever since our first encounter with the Daedra a few weeks ago, she's been off, confusing orders, contradictory commands. When we walked into the ambush, she was like a rabbit in a snare. I tried to take command. She went wild, ordered the patrol to attack what was clearly a superior Daedric force. Then she fled, used her soldiers to cover her own escape. I just reacted, struck her a glancing blow. Now, tell her I deserted, or died. Doesn't matter to me.
See that? Probably something useful in there. Been on the lookout for that.
I thought I could lead them, save them. But by the time the fighting was done, I was the only one left standing. I'll never forget this feeling.
It's good to see someone who still knows how to follow orders. Did you make it to the fort? Did you find my squadron? What remained? Speak plainly, mercenary. What's the condition of my squadron? And what about the treacherous orc, Ulrath? A report? You didn't read it, did you? No matter. My report supersedes Ulrath's anyway. At least that orc got what he deserved. How dare he disobey my orders. Here, the mercenary pay I promised. You earned it. No matter how many times you lose a squadron, it never gets any easier. No need to stick around, mercenary. I'll be ready to head out myself in another few moments. Truth is written by the victors, mercenary. Haven't you learned that by now? The only truth is what I disclose to my superiors. Everything else is simply rumor and conjecture.